I will support Tinubu again. He saved me when Obasanjo buried me alive. Asari Dokubo. Former Niger Delta militant leader Asari Dokubo on Tuesday disclosed that President Bola Tinubu saved him from the fury of ex-President Olusegun Obasanjo. Dokubo said Tinubu's intervention saved him when Obasanjo buried him alive. He spoke while appearing on Arise TV's morning show, where he recounted his relationship with Tinubu, which dates back to the military era. According to Dokubo, I supported Mr. President because I knew him before he became senator, president, and God willing. I also know him when he ceases to be president. But this is not about me or Tinubu, it is about my people. When I'm speaking about my people, take me out of the way. I am an individual. My relationship with Tinubu was very robust, and at all times, the benefits I derived from that relationship was one-way traffic, which was from Tinubu alone. His coming out for the presidency was the only time I was able to pay him back, and I did. If he comes out tomorrow, I will still do it because at the time Obasanjo buried me alive, but he stood by me. I won't forget in a hurry. Well, what are your opinions on this? Make sure to leave them in the comments down below, and don't forget to like and subscribe, and make sure to turn on notifications so you can be notified when we upload daily content here on this channel. And make sure to share this video with your family and friends so that they know what's going on and they can give their own opinions on this. Now, let's see what other people have to say about this. Personal interest over national interest. Most of our political leaders are touts. National interests do not matter. It is their wide mouth and large tummy all the way. God help Nigeria. Henceforth we will not hear his noise again. Give him bread and he will perpetually keep quiet. To the blind supporters of ingrates, when Asari Dokubo, who most obedient hates so much because of his support for Asiwaju, said he would work against Tinubu in 2027, the fools who did not think before making comments jumped at the idea. They all went quickly in support of Asari, who they always described as an animal. But I tongue-lashed him not to forget what he said Tinubu did him when OBJ nearly killed him. Obidius abused me in their usual habits. I said Tinubu cannot give such a person Tantita company job. See yourself. This man does not even know what he's doing at all. He just opens his mouth and says meaningless words. He does not think. He's not ashamed of himself at all. Does this man know what he's saying? Last time, you said T-Pain disappointed you and your Ijaw people. Now you are saying you will support him again. How does that make any sense? This is a confused man and immature in his reasoning. And saying thus says, think before you talk is better than talking before you think. Dokubo in his immaturity has spoken before he thought. He shouldn't be taken seriously at all. After he castigated all Yoruba people as betrayers, he suddenly remembered that it was a Yoruba man in person of Tinubu who once saved him. What a nuisance. After saying that Tinubu betrayed you last week, today you are saying different things. People should be careful for this man. I think he is not serious anymore. Isn't it time this man was subjected to psychoanalysis? It is impossible to make a choice between him and Wike. They make no sense, sober or high. Just fresh complaining about how Emiloko abandoned him after exposing himself to many dangers, and therefore looking up at North for a new political alliance. How can he wake up the next day to want to go back to Emiloko because he saved me when Obasanjo buried me alive? He has started to collect bribe when the money finishes. He will start his threats again. If he likes, let his eyes rush blood some polo. Contract cannot be given to him. Asari, you are a double-edged sword, which means you are a betrayer and a traitor. You disappointed yourself because you only know about your stomach. You were bragging on TikTok and now look at you. He just wants to introduce former President Goodluck Jonathan to the North. He wants his brother to take over from President Tinubu. Mujahid, most people on this platform will be interested in what you say only if you are against Tinubu. Anything short of that, be prepared to receive bashing and name calling. He speaks from both sides of his mouth. Yesterday he said he would not support Tinubu's second tenure because he was betrayed after supporting him in 2023. Now he is singing a different song. Tinubu should just ignore him by all means. He is seeking attention and recognition. You said Yorubas are betrayals. Why the sudden change of mind, Asari? The show of power can get you nowhere but humility and respect. Always speaking from both sides of your mouth. I pity all those, especially the youth, who usually pay attention to the rantings you say on social media. You can see now that Yoruba is not betrayal, but you are betrayal. I pity those who look up to Asari Dokubo for leadership and support because he is so confused. He needs to be examined psychologically. Your brain is on and off. You said you contest against Tinubu in 2027, condemned to the last. It appears you have forgotten. Look at the type of leader the Ijos look up to. I hardly see any true son of Ijo that comes out to boldly call him a leader. Tompolo is far more honorable than this noisemaker. He just wants to introduce former President Goodluck Jonathan to the North. He wants his brother to take over from President Tinubu. He wants to team up with the North to actualize it. Arise TV invited him to repeat what he said officially, not knowing that they have settled him already. He went there and changed his tongue.